I married my ex-fiancé's brother. Am I the a-hole? Throw away because this situation has caused a lot of family drama. I, 27F, recently married my husband, David, 35M, who happens to be my ex-fiancé's Tom, 31M, estranged older brother. I know it sounds complicated, but there's a lot more to the story. I was with my ex for about 5 years, engaged for 2 from 18 to 23. What people don't know is that Tom was emotionally, physically, and verbally abusive. He constantly belittled me, controlled who I could talk to, and gaslighted me into thinking I was the problem in the relationship. He'd lash out at me for minor things, make me feel small, and then turn around and act like the perfect boyfriend in front of his family. No matter what he did, his parents always sided with him, even when he gave me a black eye at the family Christmas party. Tom was the golden child of the family, always spoiled and excused, even though he never held a stable job or took responsibility for his actions. I stayed with him for so long because I thought maybe things would get better, but they didn't. Eventually, I hit my breaking point and ended the engagement. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done because, despite everything, I didn't want to cause a rift in the family or be painted as the villain, but I knew I deserved better than the constant emotional abuse. I have been that bitch ever since. Here's where things get even more complicated. Tom's older brother, David, 35 million, is estranged from the family. David cut ties with them years ago because of their toxic favoritism toward Tom. While Tom was always babied and handed everything on a silver platter, David had to work for everything he has. He built his own business from the ground up, becoming a successful entrepreneur without any help from his family. They resented him for it, calling him arrogant and distant, when in reality, David just didn't want to be part of their dysfunctional dynamic. David knew about the way Tom treated me, in passing, and he was the only one who ever acknowledged how wrong it was. After I left Tom, David reached out to offer support, but it wasn't anything romantic at first. He'd been out of the family loop for so long, and honestly, we bonded over our shared experiences of being mistreated by Tom and his parents. Over time, our friendship turned into something more, and about a year after my breakup with Tom, David and I started dating. We took things slow because we both knew how messy the situation could get, but we fell in love. And last month, we got married. David treats me with respect, kindness, and love, things I never had with Tom. He's self-made, responsible, and independent, which is everything Tom is not. Now, Tom is furious. He's telling anyone who will listen that I betrayed him by marrying his brother, even though Tom and I had been broken up for over a year before David and I even started dating. His parents, who already despised David for leaving the family, are doubling down on their hatred. They're accusing me of being disloyal and have turned a lot of the extended family against us. The golden child can do no wrong, after all. Despite all of this, David and I are incredibly happy together. But the constant drama from Tom and his parents has started to make me feel guilty, even though I know I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't leave Tom for David. I left because of Tom's abuse, and David came into my life much later. But does marrying him make me an asshole? Am I the asshole?